Za 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 za. Zo 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 zo.
Your Canvas gradebook syncing to the PowerSchool gradebook is one of the greatest things ever. Did I mention I hate bookkeeping? Because I do, and this will save you some work. So here's how it goes. Here we've got a class. This is an old facts class of mine. We need to do some initial setup to make sure that the communication back and forth works smoothly. So here's what we've got to do first. And this isn't the most intuitive thing, so pay attention. We need to go to assignments first. And when you see your assignment list, it's broken into categories. We're going to get those categories from PowerSchool so that the categories that are in Canvas export to those categories in PowerSchool. There are some preloaded in Canvas. And what can be confusing is that they might even have the same name, like assignments or test. Once you import the PowerSchool categories, or maybe even before, I would delete the existing ones, or just to make sure you don't have two and you're putting it in the wrong one. But here's how it goes. We go up to this ellipses. We say import assignment groups. Click that. It'll take a minute. You can go check on it in GradeSync. Once you do that, you can see the processes that have happened. I didn't do it right now because this is an old one and I don't want to screw it up. But once those categories are imported, they will now be here in this assignment thing. And for, like I say, if your assignment individual one is in the wrong place, it won't sync in the right place in the gradebook. So make sure you do that. Also, while we're here, if you're going to use Canvas to take roll, not that you necessarily need to, I don't think any building's requiring that, but I used to do it just every day because it was a click away. It was a place where all my students were. I at least then had a record in my classroom that I could go check who was gone yesterday and who needed to do that assignment or get that handout, whatever it was. Once you take attendance one time, it will add an assignment called roll call attendance. I don't want attendance figured into my grade, and it tries to do that for you automatically. And you can fix that by clicking on the assignment once it exists because you took attendance once. Edit assignment settings. And then you have to click do not count this assignment towards the final grade. And that will remove it from the calculations. Even though you're going to set these up to sync back and forth, and then it should work smoothly from then on out, it is worth occasionally checking, and certainly initially, to make sure it's happening like it should. One term, my calculations were barely off. Something was wrong, but not too wrong. And it took me forever to figure out that it was adding in attendance and slightly skewing all my grades. So once I got rid of that, they were perfect. And everything was gravy. Once everything is properly set up, then we can go to our gradebook here and fill it out, and it will sync to the PowerSchool gradebook. And so what you can do here is my favorite thing. Just go to the speed grader. And everything you need. In this case, they turn in a Google Doc, and so it just makes a little preview of their Google Doc over here. You put in a score, you can make your comments, you can even leave, audio and video comments too, which is pretty nice. You can just hit record, say what you're going to say, submit. That's a pretty quick way to give feedback. And then you just click through, next student, put the grade, next student, put the grade, feedback. Etc., etc. And then when you go back to your gradebook, they're just all there, and then they also sync to PowerSchool, which is super nice. Again, you need to check this occasionally to make sure it's working right. Then I usually forget about it for a few weeks, check it again, make sure it's still going smoothly, and it usually is. So that's grading.
Zut alors.